same, man.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty soul that treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Colts going up against the Miners.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Sacramento Miners. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's got some space here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll run on first down. Campbell, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Antonio Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Play fake here on first down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there. And now a 1st down following that long gain. A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And his 1st carry, he loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
He'll look to throw here. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A good pickup there, a 22. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this 1st drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hole.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the defense. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Good.
Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is really be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So this is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Trent Murphy coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5.
Let's go.
Bridgewater from his end zone on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adam Humphries, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Gold now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Shifts by him. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Right, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And a good hit there and knocked down hard. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Stills. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kenny Stills, 52 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now, we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Campbell. Got some room at the 30. He's got daylight. The 40. The 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. 81 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he's brought down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there That could change things in a big way.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. His pass caught with the 4. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. They find some open field here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep down the field. And they can't get the... So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. Green, 39, black 99, Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Get ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Campbell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
Second down, Bridgewater. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, a 16-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some space here. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On second down, Campbell. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Partners, we well know long kickoff returns set up big-time momentum for the team with the ball. But how about the defense? They've gone on the field, understood the situation, and really held up strong.
They'll keep it on the ground. Campbell, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They run again with Hunt. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. No gain on the play there, second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Stills over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On 1st down, Campbell. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Will Fuller, 75 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This offense converted 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. We are back now in Sacramento. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Antonio Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Colts coming out now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. He goes underneath for Yeldon. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just throw them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it, too.
Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught, Stills, right side. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Play action now. Bridgewater. He's letting it, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 34 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Throwing here, Bridgewater. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because if you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Call it a game to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They're going to look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He finds Humphries. And he's got the first down yardage as he...